Hi children, now let's continue with the same exercise 5.2. In the given figure, P parallel to Q, find the unknown angles. Just observe the diagram. Here we are not going to do much calculation. Just one single simple calculation and we will find all the answer. Isn't it nice? See here, I am not going to do any calculation here. I'm just going to do everything in the diagram itself now so that you will feel easy. Okay. First thing is observe the diagram and try to locate the corresponding pair for angle 125. Which is the corresponding angle? Which pair is the corresponding angle for 125? Yes, it is angle D. So angle D is equal to 125. With this, I can say vertically opposite angles are equal. Which is the vertically opposite angle for this angle D? Yes, it is B, vertically opposite angles. Okay, so it is also 125. Now, at this point, we have linear pair angles. See, don't think this linear pair corresponding, all these words may be new to you. But I keep on repeating these words so you should become familiar. Okay. So it's a linear pair. Linear pair in the sense if we add these two, it becomes 180 or straight angle. We can say it another way as straight angle. So what is E now? Fully is 180. Part of it is 125. So what is the remaining? Yes, it is 55. So angle E is 55. Immediately you can say vertically opposite angles E and F. So this is also 55. Now which is the corresponding pair for angle 55? This F. Which is the corresponding pair? One is interior. The same side of the transversal. Which is exterior? Yes, angle C. So this is 55. If this is 55, what about A? A is also 55. Did I do any calculations here? Only one calculation. I subtracted 125 from 180. That's the one single calculation I did. But I found all the answer. And you can also find the angle measure of this here. They have not given any letter here. If I have G, no? What will be the measure of G? It is 125, vertically opposite angles. So what are the three words I used here? Vertically opposite angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Then linear pair. With these three words, I have completed the whole sum. Okay. See, let me see how to write in classwork mode. Started with angle E plus angle 25. We started with linear pair angles. See, this bracket is very, very important. Without this reason, even if you get the answer, you will not get marks. Fully wrong. I want the reason. It is must. Okay. State the reason inside a bracket. So angle E is equal to 180 minus 125, which is 55. That's all the calculation in this whole problem. Next, all other things, we will just write the answer. See, angle E is equal to angle F. Why angle E is angle F? Vertically opposite angles are equal. See, they have written vertically opposite angles. Angle F is equal to 55. So we got all these three angles now. When I come to this point, angle A is equal to angle F. Angle A is equal to angle F. What reason they have said angle A is equal to angle F? Alternate interior angles. But when I was doing, I didn't use the word alternate. What word did I use? I used corresponding angles. Because I found angle D is equal to 125. That's what I said, my dear children. In this chapter, we don't have a unique method to get the answer. It is all in your hands. How you see the problem, how you get the answer. But all the answers are same. I don't say the answer is not unique. Answer is unique. The way you find is not unique. Okay. You can go in for many different ways to get these answers. These reasons may differ from child to child. It is not compulsory. All must state the same reason. You can go the way I said earlier also. That is also right. Okay, alternate interior angles. So then what is the next thing? C is equal to A. So what is the reason for this? Vertically opposite angles. This we did the same. There is no other property to state A is equal to C. A is equal to C because they are vertically opposite angles. Okay. Then angle D is equal to 125. See, they have compared this 125 and this. Here what is the reason? Alternate angles? No, they are corresponding angles. They have used all the properties so that you should get an idea that we are using all the properties. It's not compulsory that you should use the same method of doing. Hope you understood. Angle B is equal to angle D, vertically opposite angle. So we found all the angles. Is it clear, my dear children? So now here the next question is, if L is parallel to M, what is angle X? What is the property we are going to use? Both are lying on the same side of the transversal. Both are interior. If one is inside, one is outside, we use the property corresponding angles. Both are inside. So it is sum of the angles on the same side of the transversal is equal to 180 degree. We are going to use this property. So 70 plus x is 180. So if I subtract, we get 180. The maximum calculation that we will do in this chapter is subtraction or addition. Not beyond that. Okay, if we have it in ratio, we will go in for some calculations. But in the beginning, we don't have much to do it. Okay. Okay. Now the next question is, find the value of x in each of the following figures. I have took only one question from the text. The other one you have to do it. Angle x is equal to, see here, don't look at the solution. Just look at this diagram. They have given us two angles, 110 and 70 degree. They have asked us to find x. How many pairs of parallel lines are here? As they have stated, L is parallel to M. This is L. L is parallel to M. And will you say A is parallel to B? Unless they state it, you should not take it for granted. So, it is not sure A is parallel to B. A is not parallel to B. They have not given A is parallel to B. So, you don't consider yourself that they are parallel. Just because they are looking as if they are parallel. Periyar once said, I have mentioned this statement many times. Kannal parpadum poi, kadal ketpadum poi, theera visaripadame. So, just don't conclude that they are parallel. Okay. So, what about this line A? It's a transversal across line L and M. So, just look at this position alone. This is the transversal. And what is the name of this angles, this pair, X and 110? One inside, one outside on the same side. What angle? Corresponding angle. So, I can easily say angle X is equal to 110. Then, why did they give this 70 degree? They just give us to confuse us. But you should be smart. Don't look at other things which is not necessary. Just focus on what we need. Okay. The next question here is, see here, we began with to identify the angles, where the corresponding angles are, where the alternate angles are. Then we found the values of unknowns. This is the second type. And the third type is, they have given the values and they are asking whether they are parallel or not. This L is parallel to M. Yes, ma'am. It's just looking like parallel. So it is parallel. No. Even though the diagram looks like parallel, it is not always compulsory they should be parallel unless we have a proof. In court, the lawyers, they all ask for proofs, no? Same way, in maths, I should prove that they are parallel. With the given known values. We have known values here. Okay. How do they write? See here, alternate angles, this and this. Are they equal now? Yes, they have given equal numbers. Alternate angles are equal. Just because they are equal, I can say L is parallel to M. If they are not equal, for example, if they have given here as 60 and here 50, will you say L and M are parallel? No, L is not parallel to M. You will say L is not parallel to M. Is it clear how they are proving it? Okay, the same way we have one more example. Is L parallel to M? Here, have they given us any alternate angles? No. Do we have any corresponding angles? No. Then how to find whether they are parallel or not? We can prove this in different way. Now I am going to do it in one way and let me see whether the same is there here. Okay. Vertically opposite angles are equal only if they are parallel. I am assuming. What I am doing? I am assuming that they are parallel. So I will say I can have it as 130. If they are parallel, this is equal. Sorry, not for vertically opposite angles, we need not have the condition of parallelity because it is at a point and not across the transversal. Wherever it is, vertically opposite angles are equal. So there is no doubt I will have 130 here. I am not assuming anything. Okay, but add these two angles. We have third property in parallel lines. Sum of angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Do I get 180? Yes, I get 180. If I don't get 180, I should conclude they are not parallel. As I get 180, they are parallel. How to write? Let x be the opposite to 130. They are assuming this as x. So x is equal to 130 because vertically opposite angles are equal. You can write it in full form. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Then what property did we use? Sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 50 plus 130 which is equal to 180. Just because it satisfies this property of supplementary, I conclude line L and M are parallel lines. Is it clear, my dear children? Now here I am going to show you one more example where the lines are not parallel. Here it looks as if they are parallel. Even if they have drawn a parallel line itself, don't justify just by looking at it. Prove it. How to prove it? Okay. From the diagram, what will you say? Yes, vertically opposite angles are equal. Whenever at a point x, in this x diagram, vertically opposite angles. See here we have two Venus. With that simple reminder, you just have it. Vertically opposite angles are equal. It's just to make you remember. Z is equal to 72. Now add this 72 and 98. 72 and 98. Add it. What do you get? Do you get 180? No, we get only 170. It is not equal to 180. So, L is not parallel to M. Is it clear, my dear children? First thing is, you will find Z is equal to 72 because this Z is equal to 72, not 70. Because vertically opposite angles are equal. Then what property am I using? Sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Z plus 98. Z is 72, 98. If I add these two, I get 170, which is not equal to 180. Only if it is equal to 180, L is parallel to M. Just because it is not equal to 180. If I add now, I don't get 180. It is 170. So, L is not parallel to M. Is it clear, my dear children? So, the first way of dealing with parallel line is, they may ask you to locate the angles. Is that pair a corresponding angle? Or locate the pair of alternate angles. Just the positions. The second way of asking question is, try to find out the unknowns. You have to use the properties to find the unknowns. Even if you have one value, you can find all the remaining values. We have done two examples. Then the third type is, check whether they are parallel or not. Prove whether they are parallel or not. Prove means you have to prove. Okay. Then this is the three things we have learned, and it's a diagrammatic representation that will help you to understand alternate interior, alternate exterior and corresponding angles. Okay. See, these two are equal, black and black, orange and orange, light blue, light blue. These are exterior alternate angles and it is corresponding angles. If you feel, you can have this colored diagram in your note also. So thank you, children. Complete exercise 5.2, 1 to 4 questions in your classwork note. Thank you.